Hello again, the video says, and I say to you, as we return with another react. Let me zoom out. Another react of ShoeonHead. We got Are Women Okay? And YouTube feels the need to make us believe that they are the arbitrator of facts by putting some stupid thing right here under the video. But let us go and see what she has to say about Are Women Okay? I'm guessing that they are not, in fact, okay. Okay.
War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. And Raytheon stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's good for making money.
And this war has been happening for a very long time.
This war of mine?
Before most of us were born, and will be raging on after we're
The
long
gender
gone.
war.
I'm of course talking about the gender war, men versus women. For those of you
I'm
who've been
amazed I
following me
guessed
for the
that.
past year, you know of my ongoing research into
Every video I've watched from her so far has been about that.
man question. From learning how to be a real man, if you're a grown-ass man and you wear a seatbelt in the passenger seat, you are likely to be a raging homosexual. To judging men's living spaces, men will literally not buy a TV stand,
I love that
but will
video.
have 2 mini fridges.
I want
to
another one of that
examining
one.
their interesting dating rituals. Wish your toes were in my mouth right now. I mean, hey.
I watched that
and
one too.
although this journey is far from over, I decided to take a break to focus on the fairer sex. That's right. The women. There are many things women love in this world. Flowers, chocolate, pumpkin spice lattes, cute animals, shopping.
This is just white women.
Complaining and nagging. Am I right, fellas? But above
Definitely
all else,
white women.
women love posting their own L's.
My cousin, who is younger than me, is getting married today. Meanwhile, I have credit card debt. I am in a toxic situationship with one of my exes.
Okay. So after my video that I made of the female dating strategy, my roommate messaged me what a lot of the terms I was asking about was. So I learned a situationship means friends with benefits. So basically, we've established she's a whore.
Last week, I was so broke that instead of getting an Uber to the airport, I had a random guy from Hinge drive me. And this
And what did he get out of it?
year, I have had chlamydia twice.
Can you close your fucking legs? Holy shit. You want to know why your younger cousin's getting married? Probably because she's not sleeping with everybody. Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
So I've been working on a pretty big video, and I thought it would be nice.
Like, have you ever met a guy who said, you know what I really want? I like a woman that sleeps around so much she's had chlamydia twice in 1 year. Your lifestyle does not match your desires. It doesn't.
To take a little break and make some trash content.
Holy
because
cow.
I know you guys love the trash content. And I feel
I
like
think
the
that's
last
all
two
I've watched
videos
so
were
far.
a little more serious than I usually am. So I feel like it's trash time. So let us answer the question
trash.
on everyone's mind. Are women okay?
No, they're not. Yeah.
No, they are not. But
No,
before
not
we
even
get into
close.
this deep dive into the psyche of the modern woman, let's quickly get into today's sponsor.
I hate
Are
sponsors.
you tired of this happening to you?
What the hell?
Introducing AG1.
AG1 is a foundational nutrition supplement that helps support your immune system, digestion, and whole body health. Packed with 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients, it has all the nutrients you need in one little drink.
Ew,
AG1
it's a
is
drink.
also free of gluten, herbicides, GMOs, pesticides,
Or is it normal at all to drink herbicides?
and artificial colors and sweeteners. Big GMO is shaking, honey. If you know me, you know my
Why would GMOs be in vitamins? GMOs are used for things like making corn stalks grow bigger.
diet basically consists of chicken nuggets and mac and cheese. So AG1 really helps me get all those vitamins I am sorely lacking in one easy and effective way. Just 1 scoop or travel packet, 8 to 10 ounces of cold water,
Ew.
shake it up, and you're ready to go.
Ew.
I've included AG1 in my morning routine, and I feel like I have
Have
much
you?
more energy throughout the day.
Do the influencers really do the things they're saying?
I don't even crave an energy drink once, so I highly suggest you check it out yourself. Also, it tastes pretty good, which I honestly was not expecting. It's got a hint of like
It looks
sweetness and pineapple and vanilla.
It's
and
green.
It's definitely a more pleasant way to get all my nutrients as opposed to swallowing a whole bunch of pills in the morning.
It's
so go to the link in the
green.
description now to get a year's supply of vitamin D3, K2, and 5 travel packs for free with your first purchase. Also, the best part is, for every order of AG1, they donate to organizations around the world providing healthy meals to children in need.
Well, what if I need healthy meals? What if I don't care about the children?
Taking care of your body shouldn't be a hassle, and now due to AG1, it doesn't have to be. So get in on today's offer by visiting drinkag1.com/ShoeonHead or simply clicking the link down below.
Look, the only drink that is allowed to be green, what a transition, by the way. The only drink that is allowed to be green is Mountain Dew, and it actually looks more like yellow, like pee, to be fair.
Big thank you to AG1 for sponsoring this video, and thank you, as always, the viewer, for not skipping the ad. Now let's get back to the video. From
sorry, that
posting
just looks
about their old
nasty.
high school
It looks
teachers
gross.
subscribing to them on OnlyFans, to posting about their boyfriends cheating on them with their own mothers. Women love posting their own L's.
Damn.
I would know, despite rumors. I am a woman. Now, for the boomer demographic who watches me who doesn't know what an L is, an L is—
I remember when I learned what an L was. It actually happens like live on a video on this channel when I used to post Insurgency. Some Zoomer said L, and I was like, what the fuck is L? He says, it's a loss. I was like, why the fuck don't you just say loss? It's the same amount of syllables. They're both one syllable. It takes the same amount of effort to say. And this other Zoomer laughed, and he was just like, you know, he's right. I was like, so you're going to say loss? He goes, nope.
is a loss, and a W is a win. And for the Zoomer demographic that watches me, Gat Ohio Rizzler.
Giving Zoomers access to the internet was the worst mistake anybody has ever made in the history of forever. Like, you can look through all of history. I guarantee you there is not one worse mistake. Generation Alpha needs to be kept off the internet until they're 18. Holy fuck.
When you try to be petty and request money from your ex and accidentally send it. Here's $100 for wasting my time and being a cheater.
Dude, if my ex sent me $100, I don't care what she would call me. I don't care if it was a complete lie. I don't care if it was like some hurtful truth. I don't give a shit. $100, give me that shit, man.
L, absolute L.
Give me
my
that. That
ex-boyfriend
would be
is now
great.
gay, and my ex-girlfriend is now straight. Call that conversion therapy. When I helped the guy I was in love with get his
Yeah, she mentioned that in the other video, that she said that, and then they put this under her video. I hate that they did this. I know it was like automated, but again, who made you the arbitrator of fact? YouTube. Who? Who made you the arbitrator of what is factual and like what? Who decided you had this position? Because it certainly wasn't anybody important.
girl because I thought maybe he'd fall in love with me in the process. No! Why did she think this would work? Life is not TV! You are not the main protagonist of a Hallmark Christmas movie! Just remember the time I went on a
I guess I've never seen a Hallmark Christmas movie because I don't think I've ever seen that happen ever.
first date to the London Zoo, and at the gate he asked if I would mind paying for my own ticket, which I said I would, at which point he pulled out a 2-for-1 voucher, so I paid for my ticket and he went in for free. I had to break up with him.
Bro, you're saying that this is a loss? Like this is a bad thing? He just demonstrated how good he is with finances. Don't you want a guy that's good with finances?
So I paid for my ticket and he went in for free. I had to break up with him. Our signs weren't compatible. Once again, here we go. Astrology is racism for white women. I'm a Gemini, and he told me not to flush
Everyone's
when I peed at
racist.
his house to save money, so I obliged until I went through his Discord and found pics of him drinking it. Oh!
What does that have to do with your signs? What does being a Gemini have to do with this? Also, that's disgusting. Wouldn't that kill you?
Oh no! I invited him to the crib, cooked for him, gave him the sloppiest neck you can manifest in your mind, let him fold me like an origami bird, called him an Uber, then blocked him and never spoke to him again. I really beat him to the punch.
This is disgusting. You're disgusting.
We are learning the game too fast. Wow, you sure? I really beat him.
Her @name is She's Dark Skin. Oh my god. Can you imagine if like a Japanese person did this? But you know, they're not really defined by their skin color, so it's just she's squinty eye. Like, why? Why? Just why?
To the punch. We are learning the game too fast. Wow, you sure showed him. When I broke up with a white boy and he deleted his Stop Asian Hate story. Guys, my friend got
I mean, maybe he got a little upset. All I'm saying, right? You know, women have one bad relationship and it's all guys this, all men that, and it's always some complete bullshit. So this was pretty not so bad, if you ask me.
Banned from Tinder because she'd show up to dates without makeup and the dudes kept reporting her as a catfish. Oof. I don't know, I've always quickly shown the men I've dated what I look like without makeup.
Because you're wearing a lot of makeup, you might look like a completely different person. That would be catfishing, wouldn't it? Like, if you look like a different person than you are, and like, you look, like, let's say you look like, okay. What I'm about to do might be considered fucked up, but it gets funnier. I just saw that it gets funnier. So, I'm sorry if you're a sensitive person. I'm actually not. But if you take pictures, right, and you post it on like a dating site, and you look like ShoeonHead, or I don't know, Boxy, you know, just this generic whatever you call this. I have examples, I don't have a name. And then you show up looking like this. Now, I don't mean to call this person out or whatever. It's just that I saw was told that I'm ugly without makeup by a couple of guys. Is this true? I was like, is this okay to use? It's called the Am I Ugly Brutally Honest? And it's, yeah, you look dry. Gotta drink more water and sweat more and get a moisturizer. Please put effort into your appearance. Get all this stuff. The chin hair is such a crazy thing or whatever. And they're all just saying, you could say you're definitely unattractive. Like, oh my God, this is hilarious. This Reddit, whatever the hell this is, that is hysterical. But yeah, you would feel catfished. Yeah.
Because I figure if you don't love me at my naked-faced gremlin, you don't deserve me at my 2006 MySpace mid-e-girl.
It's Boxy. Like, I don't know what the name is, but she looks like Boxy, you know? She looks exactly like Boxy.
I wanted this man to be vulnerable with me for so long. He finally called me yesterday and opened up, but the second he started crying, I lost all interest in him quickly. Women be like, men need to show their emotions till a man shows their emotions.
Never believe a woman wants what she says she wants. They don't know what they want. That's why you have to pick the food for them.
I told my husband not to buy me a Christmas present. I'm fuming that he actually is.
Never believe what they say they want. Ever. Do what you believe they want, because look how often it will be true. What kind of logic is that? Hey, don't get me this. Guys, look how terrible of a person he is. He's not getting me it. Guy, can you believe this asshole? Like, Jesus fucking Christ. How about you think about your actions before you do them? Jesus.
I repeat, do not listen to women when they say this. Oh, I'm going to McDonald's. Do you want anything?
That's what I just said.
Bullshit. Get them fries.
That's what I just said. I just said that. Okay, good. It's not just me.
Forget this guy I was seeing didn't text me back for 3 days. And when he finally texted me, I was like, are you okay? And he was like, yeah, I was just watching The Sopranos. When you were on your third kid and third baby daddy at 23.
Why didn't you text him, you know?
It's the
third kid, third dad at 23. Wow. You're going to be like at 10 by the time you're 30. Honestly, You already look like you're 30. And your lower lip is scary. What's wrong with your lower lip? Did you inject it?
Hypersexual personality with a breeding kink.
A breeding kink. Isn't that just being a fucking living being that reproduces sexually? Like all animals?
For me. Okay, for the last time, you do not have a breeding kink. That is called being a woman. It is not a fetish.
No, it's called being a living animal. Like, that's just the default. Otherwise, we wouldn't exist.
Free with your genetics. Someone just asked my due date. I am not pregnant. A reminder.
Bro, I was just at the doctor like yesterday or something, and there was this woman learning how to do the intake stuff, and I was waiting so long for her to learn how to do it because someone was helping her, and I just kind of just looked down and I saw her stomach and she had like a little bump, and I was like, oh, she's pregnant. And then I paused and thought, is she pregnant? Is she just fat? Or is she pregnant? What would happen if you said, like congratulations, and she's not pregnant? Because she looks pregnant. I don't know.
Reminder, once again, that unless a woman tells you she is pregnant, please don't assume. It's really hurtful. Oh.
Have you thought about not looking pregnant when you're not pregnant then? Have you thought about that? Like, if it's really that important for you to not be seen as pregnant, and you just happen to look such a way that you could be interpreted as pregnant, because that's a very specific look, you know? It's like specifically the stomach. This isn't like you're super obese, you know, you're not a land whale. You're clearly not Victoria's Secret or even an average person. You just got like a belly, right? You can work on that. That's not that hard, man. Like, come on.
Oh God, do not do this. I have seen this actually happen in real life. The internet will never know.
Yeah, I almost did it.
When I'm pregnant, by the way. They'll just have to assume I'm eating good. I was talking to this guy I met on Tinder, having the best conversations while we sipped on our boba, but when he found out my body count was close to triple digits, the conversation got quiet. He goes,
how do you do that? Close to triple digits. That would have to be a new person every week for nearly 2 years straight. How many STDs have you had?
Posted me after.
Oh, I just realized that. Oh my God. Never date her, ever. Oh my, she's probably infested.
And blocked my Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. Do all guys really care that much? Maybe
you are probably a walking disease factory, lady.
maybe I should start telling my dates that I'm a virgin instead.
And now you want to be a liar. It really, the body count, which for the longest time I thought that just meant like, you know, a body count, how many individuals you've killed. I forget when I learned this version. If this is where your brain goes, then this is just indicative of how terrible of a person you are already.
Yes, guys care that much.
Jesus Christ.
Not just guys, and especially triple digits.
Triple
if you're
digits,
somebody who takes
man.
sex seriously, and you think it's a special thing, or you're a virgin, or you yourself have a low body count,
that is
it's perfectly
insane.
acceptable to care about body counts. But if you a hoe, or if you a man hoe, and you care about the other person's body count, you're a fucking hypocrite. But I feel like even if you are a hoe or a man hoe with like a 20-something body count, I feel like you could still judge someone who's in the triple digits. How do you even meet that many people? I don't even know 15 people. I'm gonna give this one a W because I'm just impressed. That's just impressive. When I got pulled over for speeding and the nice officer said I could just show him a picture of license instead because I forgot my wallet, and watched me scroll past multiple boob pictures, and I couldn't tilt my phone the other way because my dad was in the other seat. Okay.
Why the fuck do you have like naked pictures on your phone? What the fuck? What pictures do I have on my phone? That's me asleep. I have a picture of me asleep because someone told me to do something and I want to say, hey, look, no, I'm in bed. I'm not moving. I have screenshots of comments that you guys have left. I have screenshots for troubleshooting hardware defects. I have screenshots of food and drinks that I have consumed, of this chair when it was new, of passwords, of more food, a receipt for some reason, and yeah, just a lot of food. Can you explain to me why you have lewd pictures of yourself on your phone?
Okay, there is nothing more stressful and anxiety-inducing than handing someone your phone to show them a picture, and you're just like, okay, give it back. Because if they accidentally swipe, they're gonna be seeing your hentai horse futa. Am I right? Who among us does not...
Bro, that's just bestiality.
Have that on their phone. I remember...
So, I get nervous handing someone my phone, even though there's literally nothing on it. There's literally nothing on it. There's some personal information, like a picture of my driver's license or some shit like that. But there's nothing problematic on it that, other than for legal reasons, I wouldn't want someone to see. So, I don't know. It's my phone. Don't hold my phone. Don't hold my fucking phone. Don't sit at my computer without my permission. It's my stuff. Leave it alone.
I remember one time I was so obsessed with a boy that I found out his address, his mom and dad's number. I would call his mom, and when she answered, I would make up lies about him so he got his phone taken away so he didn't talk to other girls. I found his family members' names, how many times he moved houses, what schools he went to, found all his family photos, found all the girls he messed with so I could become friends with them. What's crazy?
That sounds like a lot of girls I've dated. It's kind of hot, too.
Is men will look at this and they'll be like, I could fix her. Okay, so
No, I can't fix her, but like, it's hot. I don't know. I can't, you know?
Third grade, I had a crush on this guy, but he had a crush on this other girl, and I cried about it to my mom, and my mom was like, who cares? They're not gonna get married. And that made me feel better until I saw today that they did in fact get married. This reminds me when people are like, oh, like, don't worry, your school bully is gonna be fat and ugly in the future. No, my school bully is a fucking bodybuilder now. She could kick my ass. It's important to remember that you were not the main character, and sometimes good things happen to people you do not like.
This is why I have a does not exist pile. If I don't want you in my life or you're not relevant to my life, you go into the does not exist pile, because I don't think about anything in that pile. It's irrelevant. So like when I quit an MMORPG and everyone I know there just only plays that MMORPG and nothing else, and there's no chance of them talking to me outside of that MMO or hanging out with me or doing anything, they now all go into the does not exist pile. I will forget that they existed to begin with within the week. It's a very useful pile. I do this with like human beings, with groups, with topics, all kinds of stuff. If it's not relevant to my daily functioning, it goes into the does not exist pile, because by existing, it'll probably just do more harm to me than good. Unless it's a good story, then it can stay out of the does not exist pile.
And honestly, you're 27 years old. Time to move on from your third grade crush.
Whoa. Let me tell you. Okay, dude. Like, the only time I ever have good dreams anymore, which is like maybe once a year, it's always about my first crush. I don't know why, but that is my brain's happy place. And it's just like, it's like some heavenly like setting, you know? Like, I mean, I don't actually know because it's a dream, but it feels like the setting is like the Garden of Eden, and it's me and my first crush.
A guy I was hooking up with told me I was getting chubby and I should eat less. I just ate an entire f***ing pizza. F*** you, Brian.
Okay, well, I mean, I love pizza, and eating a pie of pizza, it's not that impressive, you know? Like, but getting chubby, you should eat less. What? Then why would you eat an entire pie of pizza if you're already getting problematically fat.
Ryan. Oh, no. Do not do this. Do not spite eat to get back at someone calling you fat. You go to the gym and you get...
That doesn't get back at anybody. It's your problem, you know? He just goes find someone that's skinny.
What is happening out there? Who is dying? The guy I really
Me.
like ghosted me because I posted a TikTok about guys with piercings and he didn't have any.
I mean, okay, first off, he ghosted you, right? I'm not the best with Zoomer slang, but my understanding is that this means he just randomly stopped responding to you. How do you know that that is why he stopped talking to you? He could have died. He could have been in a tragic car accident, and you could just be making this shit up. Now, this could have been it too. But what are you basing this off of? That's a pretty big insecurity to have, first off, right? That's the first off. So how did you come to this conclusion? If he ghosted you, he didn't like just end things, because that's not what ghosting is, right? No, he ghosted you, meaning you have no idea what happened. You're making this up, you liar. Second of all, if you really like a guy, why are you posting media about stuff you like that's not him? Look at this. It's not even the guy that really likes her. It's the guy she really likes. So how are you coming to this conclusion? This is bullshit. She's making this shit up, man. This is fake.
Honestly, kind of the man's L here. Women will often talk about what they're attracted to and what
I think she totally missed that part. It's not the guy that likes her. It's she likes the guy. The guy might not even like her. Guy might not even know that she likes him. She could be crazy. I've met women like this.
Type is, and they'll talk about like what men they find handsome, and like men who like that woman will like constantly obsessively
She missed it. She missed it. He didn't like her. She liked him. That's what she said.
compare themselves.
I missed it at first too.
To those features and those people. They'll be
that's
discouraged
not what
because
happened.
they don't look anything like them.
Shoo.
Like maybe she
Reread
likes
it.
blonde hair and
Shoo.
maybe he has brown
Shoo.
hair. But if she likes you, she will make an exception.
Shoo.
And maybe she's attracted
Shoo, put a sock in it and reread it, please.
to things
Shoo.
she didn't even know she was attracted to until she met you.
Shoo. She already liked him. She liked him. She was already attracted. He didn't...
Congratulations to the man who had matched with me the moment I told him I was a journalist.
I mean... journalist, hooker, there's a lot of things you wouldn't want to keep dating.
Keep it classy, Middle America. Also,
What the fuck is Middle America? What the fuck does that mean? This is why you don't date a journalist.
guess whose name I'm running through the court record tonight.
What? What are you gonna even gain from that?
What a Chad! Do not date journos.
Yeah,
You are
what a
nasty
crazy
on Tinder,
bitch,
so I'm
man.
gonna run your name through the courts.
What a
Okay,
crazy
psycho. Oh, of course she
fucking
works for
bitch.
Jezebel. Rest in piss. Women need to start using men for sex. Sleep with them and block them. Give them a taste of their own medicine.
I have never done this to anybody in my entire life. I find the whole idea of it kind of gross. It makes me nauseous to think about. I don't like... What's the fucking point? You know? So, first off, that's disgusting. Second off, Lynn, you're disgusting. Third off, how would this be my medicine if I've never done this and think it's disgusting? You dumb fucking cunt.
Who wants to tell her? No, but really, not all men do that, so
Yeah.
now you're just contributing to this cycle of abuse.
Stupid
do not
bitch.
Do this,
Not
woman
you.
L. My boyfriend
Her.
said he was into BDSM, so he'd have me doing burpees,
There's a 9-year age. I mean, okay, women date up.
planking, wall sits, and push-ups. I was into it, and he said he loves watching girls get pushed to their
There's an 11-year age to do. Oh my god, girls date up.
physical and mental limits when they submit to him. Then after a few months of this, he admitted he was just trying to get me in better shape because he didn't like having sex with me as much as he did at my old weight. Should I be offended?
Months. She's 18. My old weight. Months. Maybe she could have been 18. She just lost weight really quickly, but... Well, I mean, okay. Okay, to be fair, in I think most places the age of consent is 16. So I guess it's fine.
Okay, this one is just funny. Wait, what are these ages? 18 and 29. My old weight?
Yeah, but it could be like 16, you know, in wherever they live. So it's... Might just be making something out of nothing. Honestly...
Boyfriend,
whatever.
we're hanging a TV and I told him to just let me do it. And now there's 30 holes in the wall. How do I tell him I need him to do it?
Honestly, girl, you look like you're 12. You look very young and delicate. Just let him put up the TV. Okay?
Let your man do man things.
Yes.
Men were built for war and hunting. And now they're stuck in cubicles for 8 hours a day doing Microsoft Excel. The least you could do is let a man hang a damn TV.
I mean, honestly, I don't want to hang a TV. I don't want a war. I also don't want to sit in a cubicle. I don't like any of these things. You know, if I ever date someone and you want to hang a TV, feel free. Just, don't blame me.
I don't care. If you can open the jar yourself, give it to him.
No, please don't give me that's so stressful. Because what if I can't open the jar? What if I can't open the jar? It becomes a fight or flight situation. Please open the jar yourself.
In captivity.
If I pull it off, then I'm gonna feel great. But what if I can't open the jar?
Need to feel like they have a purpose, or else they die. Do you notice that
True.
men are no longer persuasive? Once they ask you out on a date and you say no, that's it.
Yeah. 'Cause you said no, you dumb bitch.
These guys are told when a woman says no, that means no.
Yeah.
They're correct. So if you say no, you better f***ing mean no. Apparently, like, a large percentage of men aren't even approaching women anymore. The amount
She talked about that in the other
TikToks
video.
I have seen of women secretly filming men hitting on them, and the men are not even being creepy. They're being pretty normal. Maybe they're a bit awkward. And the caption's like, "This creep was hitting on me. Whoa, how dare him?" Like, how do you think your parents met? How are people supposed to meet people nowadays? Tinder? Like, you can't just walk up to a girl or guy you think is cute anymore. You have to be swiping on them. I am afraid we have Me Too'd a little too close to the sun, and now the men are afraid of speaking to us.
I know what really did it for me at one point was when I read a story and saw a video where this guy walked past a girl on the subway and his elbow touched hers, and she got him sent to jail for rape. Successfully. That is too much power. If you weren't equal before, you're definitely not equal now because you have way too much fucking power. It is completely one-sided. It is a risk to get near you.
I asked my boyfriend if he wanted to rail me, and he said he was too tired, so we went to bed and I literally woke up to him jerking it. Honestly, I can't decide whose L this is.
Why? What? What?
Is it her L because he didn't want to have sex with her? Or is it his L for being too lazy? Perhaps she lays there like a dead fish. I don't know.
What if he just doesn't want to? Well, I mean, judging. Okay, what?
Maybe. Work out your issues in private. Why is this even on TikTok? Wait, no, on second thought, do not work them out in private. This is great content.
That's really
Please
weird
do
to
keep posting.
share
I got
with
asked
the
on a
world.
date today, and I blocked the guy because he asked me what I wanted to do instead of just telling me. Listen, there is a reason women are so indecisive about things, about where to go, and especially about what to eat. It is in our blood. Back in the caveman times, we didn't have a choice. You hunted the mammals and you dragged them back to the cave, and that is what we ate. So you choose. You bringing home Chipotle is the modern man bringing home a mammoth carcass. One time I was gonna have sex with this dude after a concert, and we went to shower off, and I did this naked little jig and went, "It's time to wash me holes," and he made me go home.
I would make you go home too. What? That is disgusting. What?
No!
That is so gross.
No, don't fumble the quirky girl, no!
What does that mean, fumble? What does that mean? They said that in another video. What does that mean, fumble? I thought it meant like mess up, like make a mistake, but clearly it doesn't. What? That's not quirky, that's gross.
Eating with this guy, and he took the bill,
What?
and I offered to pay, and he said, "Okay, here." I love this trend of women being like, "I want this," and men being like, "Okay," and women being like, "Wait, no, not like that. For the love of God, just say what you mean."
Yeah, like how they wanted equality, and they're like, all right, put him in the draft. And they're like, no, we don't want that. But you wanted equality, you dumb fucking bitch. Oh, wrong button.
Men do not know how to play these mind games. These
Yeah.
boys autistic out here. A guy wrote to me on Tinder calling me quite the catch because I like nachos and Always Sunny. So
I don't know if it's that the boys are autistic or that the girls are schizophrenic, but I would lean towards the latter.
wrote back saying, "Well, if you're impressed by that, you should see my tits."
Say this again? What?
Nachos and boys autistic out here. A guy wrote to me on Tinder calling me quite the catch because I like nachos and Always Sunny. So I wrote back saying, "Well, if you're impressed by that, you should see my tits." And he unmatched me. I literally have no idea what men want. See,
Not a fucking whore? What? Why would you? I mean, maybe there are some that want that, but not the good ones. You know? What are you doing? Who taught you that to get a man you have to be a whore?
See, this is a woman who has on her mind that men want sex, 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 and nothing else. So she came out too strong right out of the gate and scared them all.
Yeah,
I was on a
that would scare me away. I wouldn't know how to. Could I even figure out a response to that? I don't know. If I could manage to respond to that and not just block the person, it would be like, can you please not do that? Can you please not just like, can you not? Like, that's probably the best response I could manage. How do you, that's so weird. How do you, that's insane that you would just jump to that. Just like that. Like, what?
date. The guy opened up Tinder while sitting there with me and was swiping on girls. I guess I wasn't interesting enough. Haha. Oof. A lot of pain in that haha. What's the hardest thing you ever had to say? It's me or the PlayStation. He took the PlayStation over his marriage and 10-year relationship.
Your name is Barbie Enlightened Blonde, and you look the way you look. I don't mean to judge by a cover, but I'm doing it anyway. I'm willing to bet there's a lot more information here that you are not sharing. You must have been treating him like garbage. You don't just wake up one day and say it's me or the PlayStation out of nowhere. That would just be confusing. You must have had some sort of pattern of behavior over this 10 years. It doesn't get to here overnight. What were you doing to him?
Oh my god. You know, I always say if somebody offers you an ultimatum between them and something else, take the something else. But in this case, I don't know, a PlayStation?
There must be more
to the story, but ending a 10-year...
You don't just get to it's me or the thing like that. It doesn't have... That's not a fucking thing.
Your relationship and marriage over a PlayStation?
I just came to the realization.
Well, girl, finish whatever you gotta do before you start record. What are you doing?
Why I'm single.
Is this gonna be some weird feminist shit? Realization happened in my eyes.
Every guy that I'm like, oh yeah, he's attractive, I see.
She speaks in this way that makes me think that whatever she's gonna say is gonna be totally weird. Like, no offense, but like, I don't know, I'm getting a weird vibe from this one.
They're wives, and they just look like so, like, you know, not like this, you know, like,
girly?
I pretend my tattoos are gone. That's why guys don't want to wife me up.
Because you don't look girly and instead you have a bunch of muscles and tattoos? Do I need to show you my fucking roommate? He likes this so much that some sort of test or whatever rated him as like 34% gay or something, because apparently liking muscles is gay. This has an audience. It has a niche. But you seem like an extreme normie, to be fair. And the niche that really likes this, I think, is usually very weebish. So start watching anime, and the problem will fix itself.
I thought these men wanted, like, you know, big, strong, tough girls.
Who told you that? I've never heard anyone say that in my entire life.
Okay, so first of all, she will find a man, okay? She's adorable, she's self-aware, she's just a little quirked up white girl with tattoos. Who doesn't like a little quirked up white girl with tattoos?
I'm not the biggest fan of tattoos. Tattoos are kind of like, to me. And like, especially when they're like the green tattoos, it just looks like you just like put vomit on your skin or something. I don't know.
I personally love tattoos. I love piercings. If I wasn't such a...
I like some piercings. I used to have a tongue piercing for like 10 years straight, 17 to 27. Just got rid of it last year. So I like those, but like there's plenty of piercings that I don't like. I really like the cartilage piercings. The normal ear piercings are okay. The ones in between those are like, I like the barbell cartilage piercings. I hate the goddamn nose ring that bitch had. Oh my god, I hate that one so much. You look like a fucking bull. Not you. I'm not pointing this. It's just I've seen so many women that have that, and I hate it. Why do you want to look like a bull? Why do you want to look like a bull? You know, I was dating someone that really wanted a nose piercing. A normal nose piercing, not that one. I don't like normal nose piercings either. And she said, oh, I'm thinking of getting a nose piercing. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I've already ranted how much I hate those to you, like probably for hours at this point in our relationship. So, but I mean, do what you want, you know, it's your choice, your body, do what you want with it. That's fine. Yeah. And she's like, so are you going to find it unattractive? Like, are you going to hate it if I get it? I'm like, oh yes, I am. I'm going to absolutely hate it. I'm going to find it totally unattractive, but like, it's fine. You just do what you want. I'm not going to break up with you over it. It's your fucking body. Do whatever you want with it. I don't care. I might find it attractive, but I don't care, you know? And then she goes and gets the fucking nose piercing, comes back, goes, takes a picture. What do you think? I'm like, what do you mean, what do I think? We already talked about this. I don't like nose piercings. And she goes, so do you think it's ugly? I'm like, I told you in advance that I find all nose piercings ugly on every single person in existence. There's not one that I like. And she even got the little one that's just a stud, which I told her, to me, it looks like you're installing I told her before this, it looks like you're installing a pimple onto your nose permanently. And then she got offended. It's like, I've been telling you for like a year that I hate this. You knew this. You asked in advance and I told you this. You asked again and I said, well, yeah, my answer hasn't changed. And now you're sad and upset at like, what the fuck is the thought process? What is the thought process there? Ladies, there's 10% of you are ladies. What is the thought process? Please tell me what the thought process. I don't fucking understand. What do you want other than honesty? What do you want? What are like? You already had the honesty for a year. Am I supposed to lie right now? I don't. Ladies.
See, I would look like this. In high school, I was so piercings.
What was?
If I wasn't such a pussy, I would look like this.
I hate. Ew! Why are her eyes red? Ew! 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 Oh my god! Oh my god! Her eyes are like red. That's ew. These eyelashes are drawn on. That's sometimes ew. You got it's on your scalp. Oh my! Ew! She engages. I engages so much. What the fuck is this? The devil? What is going on here? I hate it so much. And she has the nose. And this is everything that I dislike in one picture. Shoe, stay a pussy, okay?
In high school,
because you are actually hot. Like no offense to her boyfriend, like, you know, or good job, I guess. Or her husband or whatever. Like, this is good. That is bad. Stay looking like Boxy, okay? In fact, 10%, do this. Just, you know, if you feel like it.
In school, I was so determined to get an Avenged Sevenfold logo on the back of my
Please
neck.
don't.
So happy that didn't happen.
Yeah,
but anyway,
please don't.
some men do like her style. And trust me, judging by the internet, men love muscle mommies. But if she's not attracting the type of men she wants, she could just easily soften up her style. She could take the nose ring out. She could put her hair down. I'm not going to say L or
Look, emo is the best, all right? Nothing beats emo.
W. This is kind of neutral. I'm leaning towards W because she's so self-aware about it. But I think she's gonna make it. We're all gonna make it, queens. If a man leaves you after you've cheated, he clearly wasn't a real man. Real men would work through it and help you become a better woman. They accept you with all your flaws.
How about you just don't be a dumb fucking hoe? Like, have you tried that? Jay Fuego?
When I thought my man was cheating on me, so I slept with his dad, but...
Do you have no fucking morals or principles whatsoever? It's not even about getting back at someone. It's someone's dad. It's your boyfriend's dad. That's disgusting. Why is everyone so disgusting? Why can't you just be not disgusting?
Actually, he was just planning on his proposal to me and I ruined it.
Dodged a bullet. Dodged a bullet. Dodged a fucking bullet. Cause if she didn't do it now, she would have done it later. You dodged a fucking bullet. Oh my god. What is wrong with you?
What? When you go through his phone to see if he's cheating, but you find screenshots of you cheating.
This is
when
hurting
you
my
checked his
head.
phone to see if he's cheating, but found nothing, then suddenly he said, "My turn."
So all this is just a bunch of projection.
Listen. If your partner wants all
That is great.
of your passwords and constantly wants to see your phone, reads all your texts and wants access to all your accounts all the time, and accuses you of cheating on them randomly, that's most likely projection, and they are cheating on you.
Yes.
Not all the time. Sometimes they have trust issues, maybe from a different relationship.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
these
yeah,
cases,
yeah.
yes, it was projection. Mom of two leaves her husband of 14 years for a stranger she was convinced was her soulmate after one magical night at a conference, only to be ghosted by him.
Deserved.
I'm sorry, are we supposed to feel bad for this?
Deserved.
Because
Die alone. Deserved. Die alone.
I don't. Men, if the DNA confirms the baby is not yours, it doesn't change the fact that you must take responsibility of the baby. Women
Take care of that shit yourself, all right? You shit it out. Go get the real dad to do something. If you can't, stop picking some lazy-ass fucking bums. I ain't taking care of your fucking kid, you dumb bitch.
go through a lot in marriages, and women deserve better.
Women get to divorce someone and take half their fucking shit. Women get the baby almost all the time, even when they barely want it and the dad really wants it, all right? Marriage is, with government involved, marriage is designed for you, you dumb fucking slut.
What?
You deserve less.
37 stabs husband multiple times after finding explicit photos of another woman that turned out to be her when she was thinner.
You stabbed him. You stabbed him multiple times. Because of pictures of yourself. Oh my God. I hope, and then, because she's a woman, she's not going to spend as much time in jail as a guy would have done for the same thing, because they deserve better. You're insane. You should be locked up forever.
No! This man texted me, "Thank you for showing me what it feels like to be loved. I can't wait to make you my wife someday. It's gay shit like that that makes me want to cheat."
It's gay to want to marry a woman and be in love with her and feel like romantically involved with her? See, all my life, I thought gay was when it was another guy, but apparently I'm wrong, and Nina's the educated one, She knows it. She's got it. And it makes her want to cheat, So don't be gay, or Nina's gonna cheat on you.
Women be like, "Wow, thanks." This is why it's so.
I want to see that again. Go back.
Like, "Wow, thanks."
I don't have a good explanation for you, but that, for some reason, that was incredibly hot.
This is why it's so hard to convince men to open up. I hope and pray this king has found
It's always when something absolutely psychotic happens. I swear to God. I need, an arranged marriage. I cannot do this by myself.
Who actually appreciates him. When he cheated on me with the same girl my other ex cheated on me with.
Woo!
Girl, that isn't your average hoe. That's your arch nemesis.
Yeah.
You need to either defeat her in battle or commit seppuku right now.
Get her boyfriend to cheat with you.
No other way. Betrayed. I suggested an open marriage to my husband to spice up our sex life. He then fell for his lover and I was heartbroken. Many, many, many such cases.
You wanted to be a hoe after a while, and he accepted it, probably begrudgingly, and then the other person turned out to be more interesting to him and wasn't suggesting letting her be a hoe.
Woman wants to open up the marriage, man finds someone else and leaves with her. Because as soon as you open up the marriage, he's not going to take it seriously anymore. Because you're not taking it seriously anymore.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just can't be polyamorous. They can only be monogamous. They can only give their love and intimacy to one person at a time. So L. Common open marriage L. Getting 2 jobs and telling my boyfriend that I'll work 70 hours a week so I can pay the bills so he can find his dream job, to find out he was cheating on me on the days I worked 16 hours.
Wow. Wow. Damn. That is a good woman. Usually it's the other way around. It's the guy that does this. That is amazing. You would do that for someone? That is a steal, dude. Yo, bro, you fucked this shit up. This was a keeper. This was beyond this is fiction. This is incredible. And even if she has the stupid fucking nose piercing, but you will regret this one day, sir. You will regret this one day. That was a keeper. 70 hours a week, 2 jobs for you to find your dream job. That is insane. I don't think I will ever hear about anyone doing anything this amazing ever again. Well, from this perspective.
When he went on Tinder right in front of me an hour after taking my virginity.
Why are you giving your virginity to someone you met on Tinder? What do you think Tinder is?
Nursed my cheating husband back to health from severe brain trauma. Then he cheated again. Okay, so I know this is about women posting their L's, but goddamn, these men ain't shit. No wonder there's so many insane, broken harpies coming at me when I talk about male loneliness. And no,
I'm not bad, I promise. I've never cheated. I've always stressed open and honest communication no matter what, with no anger involved. You know, if you need a pause, take a break to calm down, get back to the conversation like an hour later, you know. I hate the hookup culture. Hate it. Hate it. What, I don't know why I'm advertising myself, right? Like, who am I advertising myself to? I don't know. I'm just gonna stop right there.
I wonder there are so many men who think all women are lying whores. Y'all are destroying yourselves. Stop cheating. Is it that hard to not fuck someone? I don't think so. Look at my audience. Full of people who haven't done that.
I mean, the whole time I was seeing him, I was kind of just using.
What are you wearing? Lady, are your boobs just that small, or are you just like... What is wrong with them? What is it the thing you're wearing that makes them look so fucked up, or is it just like you have none? I don't understand, but it's really ugly. You know, like a butterface? It's like the opposite of a butterface. It's like her face is the only good part about her.
Using it as a psychology experiment.
Yeah.
I didn't really like the guy. I more just wanted to see if I could break his heart. It was fun.
Oh my god. What a crazy bitch.
Did you break his heart then?
Just a wee bit. I hope I did a little damage.
Demon! Demon! Be gone, vile woman! Congratulations!
Why are you on a talk show admitting this? What is wrong with you?
You have created another person with trust issues. People like this should be in jail. People like this should be in prison. People like this should be thrown in the pit. Remember?
Jail. I don't think so. No, because then you have to extend that to like friendships too. If you really want to be equal, you can't police that. Well, you can, but that's not a good idea to give the government that much power. She shouldn't be in jail. She should just be humiliated in front of everybody and anybody that will ever be exposed to her.
During the time he came home and told me he cheated on me, so I slept with him and made him tell me I was better.
Why are you making this face? It's kind of fucking weird.
When I found out my boyfriend was cheating on me, instead of breaking up, he had me and the other girl give speeches on why he should stay with either of us, and when he chose me, I took him out to dinner and got him thank you presents.
God damn. What? Are you telling me that I can cheat and then get that kind of treatment? That's insane. I still never done it.
Never was much of a romantic. I used to beg him to stop cheating on me by giving him money.
You what? Bro. Also, because I was debating whether or not to tell this story. I broke up with someone for treating me like garbage for like a couple years straight. I got so sick of the treatment that like I wanted to be anywhere else. And I broke up with her. And to get me to stay, she just starts listing off things she could pay for me. Women, stop using money for any reason like this, please. That's it. Why? Why would you do this? That's such a terrible, awful, scummy thing to do. In the case I mentioned, this is like, desperation. But like, just, no, money's not gonna fix it. Women care about how much money someone makes. Men don't care. We don't care. We would date someone that is a peasant covered in mud. You know? So money's not going to change anything.
Me remembering the time I walked in on my boyfriend cheating on me and I left and came back 5 minutes later and asked to join.
What?
They declined.
They probably weirded out. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, Get out of here. What are you doing? We're busy.
Women, get some self-respect. Holy sh**, I would say you could do better, but honestly, I don't know anymore. Turn up the cheat.
Oh, no.
All women should have an affair once in their life. It made me feel sexier and look younger. First of all, did it? Second of all, this
You
is the
don't
kind of
look
shit the
younger.
average woman
You
is
don't look
blasting
sexy.
into her mind
You're
24/7.
ugly.
And you wonder why like 45% of them are destined to be single in 20.
I don't understand how normies can't figure out when someone's spewing bullshit, honestly, dude. I don't understand. They believe the dumbest fucking things.
30. And on the flip side, you have all these like manosphere red pill people excusing cheating, but that's a video for another day. Is the man
I should watch some of those. Like, I've heard so much like feminist bullshit my whole life, but I've never heard any of these manosphere guys say anything. I don't even know who they are. I know like Andrew Tate is one. I've never seen him, never heard him. Maybe I did in a shoe video earlier. I don't know, actually. Maybe not. I might be going crazy. But I should listen to what they say, because I don't know what they say. I just know that feminists think that they're equivalent to, you know, Hitler. But, you know, everyone's equivalent to Hitler these days.
I'm cheating with lying to me like he does to his wife?
Yes, of course. Why wouldn't he be? Hello?
Yes. Yes, he is. Next, I've cheated on every single...
Oh my god, dude. I usually go to bed at 11 p.m. I'm recording this. I haven't eaten dinner. I guess I'm not going to eat dinner. I'm just going to record this video and go to sleep, man.
One of my significant others. Would you still take a shot? Fellas, would you take a shot? I swear to God, women with big titties can get away with anything.
What shot are we... I mean, I wouldn't attempt a long-term relationship with this person. No, like... You know what hole the AI bots are supposed to fill on like the Play Store? Like that's what you would be, lady. That's probably what you would be.
The power dynamic of the world is this. The peasants, the rich, the elites, the deep state, women with big titties.
Okay, Shoo. First off, I noticed in some videos she has like this cover that I have on my Blue Yeti X on her old Blue Yeti. She got the old one. Tip, Shoo. If you don't want to pop the mic, stop talking directly into it. You can get real close to it if you want, but you gotta angle. You gotta angle like this if you don't want to pop the mic, okay? Don't talk directly into it. And if you do, you really have to control those plosives.
Broke up with my boyfriend who loved me so I could hook up with my coworker that I've had a huge crush on since forever, who just got out of a 3.5-year relationship. All to get pumped and dumped.
Deserved. Absolutely deserved. Yeah, absolutely deserved.
Thinking about how my perfect first boyfriend who was nice and bought flowers and gifts and planned surprise dates and never followed girls on social media, and how I dumped him because I was bored and went off to date men who literally abused and cheated on me, LMAO. Thinking
Deserved.
about the time I left a man who would do anything to make me happy for a literal bum.
Honestly, no offense, you're ugly as fuck. So the fact that you did that is even... What is your forehead? Look at this. Oh my god. Lady, you're like a 3 out of 10. Just like this part right here. Why would you leave someone that would do that for you? What did you think you were gaining? If you had someone that would do that for you, you're like a 3 out of 10. You like scored the jackpot.
When I had a boy that had loved me unconditionally since we were 13, flies across the country to surprise me, and after 2 years still supported me and worshipped me, and I let him down for a lying, cheating piece of shit.
Why can't women be happy with what they have?
I'm starting to suspect there's not a male loneliness epidemic, and it's more of a avoiding these evil bitches epidemic. This video is turning me into a misogynist. I always thought the woman leaving the nice guy for the bad boy and getting her heart broken was a silly trope. Like, I knew it happened, but I didn't know it happened this much. L's all around.
That's insane.
Throw these women in the pit. I hope these guys find women who appreciate their niceness. Because believe it or not, despite popular belief, most women do like that. I asked him how tall he was and he said, I'm 5, and I immediately hung the phone up. Turns out he's 5'11". How do I apologize?
You don't. You just don't get him because you're a petty, stupid fuck.
I rejected this sweet guy various times, then a couple months later, he's dating someone new.
It's so fucking arbitrary, man. If you used metric, you wouldn't even have had that problem. If you literally, the metric system would have saved you from your own personality, you dumb fucking cunt. That's how arbitrary it is. That's how absolute. It's just, what is wrong with you? Why are you like this?
Then once I got home, I cried. The time my
What did she say?
I
didn't hear hers.
months later, he's dating someone new. Then
Wait, go back.
I rejected this sweet guy various times, then a couple months later, he's dating someone new. Then once I got home, I cried. The time my prison pen pal came
I don't
later.
wait. I rejected him several times. Later, he's dating someone new. You cried. What? I rejected him. Later, he's dating someone. Then I cried. You rejected him various times, multiple times. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? You rejected him multiple times. What is wrong with you?
He's dating someone new. Then once I got home, I cried. The time my prison pen pal came out of jail.
Your what?
Me once and never spoke to me again after 2 years of telling me he loved me and wanted me to be in his life forever.
He's in prison. Girl, just go play an MMO. You're like, the first person that hits on you will probably be better than that.
Sorry, your what? Your prison pen pal?
Stop.
You're telling
The plosives. Honey, I forgot your name. What is your name? Shoe. The plosives, like, try like this. Try it like this. Angle the camera if you have to. You know, just don't, not, please. Please.
telling me the convict in jail was not a good person? Of all people? I left my husband because the sex was boring. Now I'm having the same problem with my new partner.
I wonder what the common denominator is right there.
There is a common factor here. He proposed. Aw, that's nice. To the girl he dated after me.
Did you break up with him?
Oh, I know we all let our dogs eat us out at least once.
You're not fucking serious. You're not fucking serious. You're not fucking serious. No way, you're not serious. You're not serious. I have a terrible story to tell. I've never told this story in my entire life. It's time to come out with this story. You know, remember the 2 girls, 1 cup? Do you remember that? And how, you know, you send it to someone hoping that the person clicks it and gets revolted and that's it. I never clicked on 2 girls, 1 cup ever because I asked, I didn't click on the random link and I was just like, okay. But one time when I was a child, I saw a link and someone was like, oh, this is crazy. And everyone's saying like, oh yeah, it's crazy on like a forum. And I was like, what the fuck is, like, what's so crazy about it? No one's saying anything specific. And I clicked on it and it was something kind of like, it was a video of, not this, it was just literal, just like, you know, bent over, full on bestiality from a woman. Just like, what forum was this? I don't know. I was a child just roaming the internet. Don't let your fucking children on the internet, you dumb fucking parents. Oh my god. And separate to the parents, women, stop fucking dogs. What the fuck?
I'm sorry, we? Us? Who is this us and we you speak of? One time I was riding
What? You never did that, Shoe? You had the horse whatever on your phone, but a dog? That's where you draw the line?
dude and he pressed my bladder, so I ended up peeing all over him for a solid.
Start from the beginning?
One time I was riding a dude and he pressed my bladder, so I ended up peeing all over him for a solid minute, and after I said, I'm claiming my territory.
A minute? A minute? A minute? A minute? How long a minute is? You're just there. Just peeing. Nobody's doing anything. I am horrified right now. Oh my god.
I pee in the shower. So
No, say something about that one, for the love of God. What?
frequently that my feet are dyed yellow.
You know, you hear a lot of things growing up about how disgusting men are. And I gotta tell you, women always find a way to top it. Dyed yellow? Your feet? Do you clean your feet? Do you clean your feet? Do you clean them? Your feet? Do you clean your men? I saw the other video. I saw the other video with all the men going, oh, I want your toes in my mouth. You know, men. You read that, right? Her feet were dyed yellow. For the love of God, keep feet out of your mouth, you disgusting fucks.
I left my underwear on the bathroom floor after my shower the other day, and now there's ants eating my discharge. I'm not showing this, but it's literally just dirty underwear with ants all over it. You know, growing up, I was always told, like, oh, boys are the smelly, messy gender.
Is she about to say what I just said?
I don't know about that.
Basically. Oh my God. What the fuck?
Confession, one time somebody nutted in my mouth and his semen was chewy. I held back tears. Oh god, this one made me gag. Whose L is this? Is this hers or the man's? I don't even know. See a fucking doctor.
I'm gonna ask a question that I don't want an answer to. So like I'm gonna ask it because it's what I'm thinking of, and this is a reaction video. I don't want anybody to answer this question. Nobody. Viewer, if you're watching this, do not leave a comment answering this question. FiWi, if you're watching this, do not PM me an answer to this. I don't want it. Is it supposed to be chewy? What's it supposed to be like? Do not answer that question.
Okay guys, I really need help. Every check from my sugar daddy bounced. Wells Fargo is closing my accounts and I'm gonna owe them a lot of money.
Look at her fucking name. Look at her fucking name. You see that, right? You see that, right?
Money. Like thousands and thousands. I'm in a full-blown panic right now. I don't know what to do. You know, as a socialist, I really hate to say this, and I wish we lived in a different society and didn't have to give all our time and our life to this labor under this evil capitalist system, but get a f***ing job, bitch! I spent $20K on
It's moments like that where Shoe is just like really hot for some reason.
Plastic surgery to try to get a man.
I should stop saying that.
But it hasn't worked. I've been single for 7 years.
Especially because she's a communist.
Well, you went from cute and unique to like.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Worked. I've been single for $70K on plastic surgery to try
20,000 pounds on plastic surgery to try to get a man.
But it hasn't worked. I've been single for 7 years. Well,
to be fair, when you started, you looked like a man. But you look like an alien now.
Plastic surgery to try to get a man, but it hasn't worked. I've been single for 7 years. Well, you went from cute and unique to like cookie cutter Kardashian
Cute and
alien.
unique, she looks like a man. If I saw that, I would think that's like a man trying to transition to a woman. That's what I would think.
The way you look. Maybe it is something else. You do not have to look like a blow-up doll to find love. In fact, you're more likely to not find love looking this way. $25,000 L. Everyone my age is having children, buying houses, and getting married. And I'm just over here crying with happiness that I got to hear Hillary Clinton say human rights are women's rights and women's rights are human rights in person.
I hated that election so much. I tried to tune it out as much as possible. Do you have any idea what it's like to be a guy with no one standing up for you ever, hearing nonstop that you're a rapist, sexist, racist, misogynist, everyist, nonstop for like so many years up to this point. And everybody around you as a New Yorker is just going on and on about how we have to vote for this lady because she's a woman. Like, do you know how demotivating that is? To have literally negative value as a human being, or at least be portrayed that way.
You don't have kids?
Because that's what that election was like. So I have to say, like, fuck Hillary Clinton. Fuck the voting for a woman because she's a woman. And fuck everybody involved in that. Thank you kindly.
How old are you? Me, 31. That surprises me. I'd be lost without my kids. I mean, how do you find meaning in life? Me. Marvel keeps coming out with films, so I have that. Average millennial. Reject love and family. Embrace corporate media slop. Okay, it's one thing to just not want kids.
Explosives!
It's another to cope like this. At least I have Marvel movies. At least I have Hillary Clinton. Bleak. Thinking about the fact that I offered him $100 a week to add me back on Snap and talk to me, and he said no. I was so ready to pay that too.
Like I said, someone I dated tried to pay me to stay with her. Like long term, bribe me with money. I would rather be homeless. I am not homeless. Years later. I would rather be homeless.
Still am. I will still pay you to add me back. Please, I'm begging. Could you imagine this reversed? Like men paying money to talk to a crazy woman?
That's prostitution.
Oh, wait. That's like 60% of my Discord.
I'm Rhea.
Done. Are you calling yourself crazy? 60% of your Discord gives you money? Bro. Holy cow.
Nice to meet you.
Fun fact about Donnie, he's a Marvel nerd. Are you into Marvel?
He looks like it.
You know what? No. Like, my brother watches them, but I just can't get into anime.
I've seen clips of this show. Did she just call Marvel anime? Whoa, what the fuck? But I will say, I've seen clips of this show. The fact that the button is pressable right now, and she hasn't pressed it, and she's still talking. For the standards of this show, that's a good one.
Okay.
Was she gonna press it anyway, or is it just because he started to? I don't know.
Like, you can't not like Marvel.
Bro, I hate Marvel. It fucking sucks. It's the same regurgitated garbage slop every year. It's so boring. Like, I can turn on any Marvel movie, whether I've seen it or not, and know exactly what the plot is, and just not be able to tell the difference.
It's amazing.
You're wrong.
There's so many different things, and it's not anime. It's just like a bunch of superheroes who try to save everybody.
I'm with her.
Oh no. We need to hook this guy up with the other woman who's like 31 and single and only looks forward to Marvel movies.
Okay, and hook me up with the girl.
They are a match made in heaven. When I remember that
Probably not. That's probably a terrible... Probably everybody on that show is a terrible person.
He begged a dude who had his mattress on the floor and a plastic jug full of loose change on his mantle to be with me, and he said no.
I feel like we need more context.
Still can't believe I f***ed a guy who made me drink water out of a Tupperware container.
Well, what's the context with that? You know, like, maybe that's all he has.
I f***ed a guy with actual shit on his floor. Okay, this is why...
I mean, does he have pets? Does he have pets? You know?
So many women think men aren't improving or putting in a lot of effort.
Was that a woman? I'm pretty sure that's a gay guy. He's got like the pride flag.
Effort. Because they don't have to. They can have literal shit on their floor and you will f*** them. How are women's standards so high and simultaneously so low?
I mean, they used to live in caves and probably have shit on the floor, and like that's how we got here today, Shoe. This has been the norm for all of history, right?
I'm a liberal.
Remember, go back like 1,000 years ago, and the average European showered twice a year. Twice a year.
It's hard to find masculine men to date who aren't conservative.
I wonder why.
Ladies, stop f***ing thinking you need your man to align with you completely. Because you know who's gonna align with you completely? A woman.
Yeah.
A woman with bipolar disorder. Woman married...
That is funny. Honestly, I hate the fucking political polarization, man. The fact that so many individuals just can't talk to the opposite side without just feeling so hateful is so stupid, man. Like, I'm a moderate by America's standards. According to Europeans, that means something different apparently. But by American standards, I am a moderate. So I cannot agree fully with anybody, not even remotely, right? I cannot. There's always like, oh, I agree with you on this, but then I disagree with you on this one part of this and that other thing, but I agree with you on this thing. It's just, there's nobody I've ever met that I fully agree with. I am fairly in the middle, you know? And nobody on either side agrees with me, but like some of them, man, they just hear one disagreement and go, oh, you're a sexist, racist, rapist, misogynist, Nazi. Why is everyone a Nazi these days? I don't...
He's a dog after 220 failed relationships with men. The fate of every lonely man is suicide.
Stop. It's a dog again. Oh my God, why is it a dog again? What? Women, stop with the bestiality.
And the fate of every lonely woman is marrying her dog. Unfortunately, I can't make a cute recap video of this year because I spent 2022 ugly crying over my ex, quit my job, ended up in the psych ward, and got an STD.
Whoa! Whoa! Why? You're crying over your ex, but you got an STD? Well, I guess you didn't spend that much time crying.
It really does need to be studied why women love posting their L's. My theory is that like women's go-to humor is self-deprecation. Like female comedians do it often. Even me, like I'm constantly
my friend sends me a lot of female comedians. She does. And my reaction to all but one of them so far has been, this woman is not funny.
Making self-deprecating jokes in videos. So it could be that, or it could be just like a cry for help or attention. I have no idea, but what I do know is you couldn't beat this shit out of a man. So that was that, whatever that was.
Sometimes I might tell things for a story, for content, I don't know. Oh, the video's over. Wow, I thought this would go on forever. Not like in a bad way. It's just that I'm so tired that I am losing it.
Wait, I guess I'll leave you guys with a question. Post one of your biggest L's. Did you ever fumble a relationship? Did a girl flirt with you 10 years ago and you didn't realize she was flirting until now? If you want to support the channel, please...
Okay, of that nature, let's see. For relationships, my biggest one is probably I was dating this girl. I had dated a girl. Let's call her Girl A. And then I was dating someone else, Girl B, after. And at the time, I was like depressed and smoked a lot of weed. And in the middle of this relationship with Girl B, who, to be honest, is the best girl I ever dated in my entire life. She was the best at communication, the best at compromise, the best at everything. Was she the hottest? No. But she was like the best wife material easily. But me and my stupid weed smoking ass thought she was boring and decided to break up with her and immediately ask out the girl from before, who immediately said yes. That alone, in my opinion, is a big loss because, again, easily the best wife material out of all of them, without a doubt. But then later on, this girl, the Girl A, ended up breaking up with me because she never spoke her mind about anything, and no matter how many times I asked, she wouldn't tell me. I just expected me to read her mind, and when I couldn't read her mind, she complained about me not getting the things she wanted me to read her mind about, and then broke up with me. I had broken up with her the first time. This is the second time. So yeah, that's like the biggest one or two, like together, like right there. Well, I think it is anyway. I don't know, it's big enough. So there you go, there's mine. Enjoy your little collection that I'm sure you're amassing. That video is done. That was an interesting video, an hour and a half. This might be longer than the video with the dating strategy. Might be the longest reaction yet. I started recording this. It's like 11:43. I think I started recording this at like 10 something, or early 10 something, like 10. But whoo! So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you want to see more reaction videos, leave your suggestions in the comments below. Unless it's a link, leave those in the Discord in the description below. I got a channel just dedicated to that stuff. But for now, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.